Hello friends, in this video we are going to see how we can make use of this Toronto Efun programs. Before I start with this, I would like to give more information on what is this Toronto Efun. This is one of the uh, activity registration program based out of Toronto and the surrounding districts in Canada. Nowadays, more people are coming to Canada, and majority of them are trying to settle around Toronto. So this Toronto eFund, it provides many activities that we can participate. Few of them are free, and few of them you have to pay for it in most of the nearby community centers. So for example, like you have kids whom like you want to take them to part of like to make them learn swimming or skating or soccer, basketball, volleyball, many such activities, even the drawing, computer programs, many activities are there. If you want to get them enrolled into those programs so that the kids can learn on a weekly or based on the program schedule, then this is the best site to register or make use of those kind of facilities. So as I was mentioning, this will be happening in the nearby community centers which the Toronto have already identified, and these community centers can be near to you, or you can enroll in any of the community centers. There are majorly four districts that will be part of this Toronto E1. I think five. It is main Toronto, East York, North York, Scarborough, and Etobicoke. If you are residing in any of these regions, then you can register for any of the programs. Even though you're residing like not in these regions but little close to them, you can still register for any of the programs that are scheduled. So that's why the name is given as like eFun. It is like you can have many fun activities as well as learning and many useful and for time pass as well. And it can be done for all ages, from I think from as a newborn, I don't think like newborn, from like 3 months of the kid, like 3 months age, and for 60 plus for the retiree people. And also they can also have these programs enrolled and then enjoy their time. And as I was mentioning, like it has many activities based on the age group. Like if you are looking for kids, you can have there like swimming, skating, basketball, volleyball, soccer, and many other dance and many other drawing and cooking, all these programs. And if you are looking for adults, they have the same kind of like swimming, skating, and also like the racket programs, like racket games, play badminton, tennis, and like other activities. And if you're looking for a senior programs, there are senior programs as well for 60 plus ages. uh, and these programs are scheduled season wise. It is like for every season. In Canada we have four seasons: uh, spring, summer, fall, winter. You can register for one season at one time, and the registration dates and everything will be announced in the website, which I'm going to show you shortly. And in those websites you can find the corresponding registration dates. Sometimes the registration dates can be same for all the regions across, or it can be different for different regions. Say suppose for Scarborough it can be on one date, and for North York, East York, or Etobicoke it can be on one another date. So I will show you shortly on how to register and how to enroll to the programs. So for each season, say suppose now, for example, we are into summer and we want to register the programs for fall or winter. Then you have to find out the corresponding date for that season, fall or winter. Usually like they open fall and winter at the same time. Sometimes they do fall separately and winter separately. And each program, say suppose like if I'm going to register for swimming for my kid for the fall season, then it will be before that, 2-3 weeks before the actual start of the program. They will be opening the register dates, and on that day you have to go and register by opening that program and enroll your kid into there, so that your kid can participate in that activities. Now, before we go on to that programs registration and everything, you have to ensure that you have an account created with the Toronto Efun. So you can have the account for yourself, and you can add all your family members into the same account, or into that into that, be you being the main contact, and the rest of the family members will be added as family. Or you can register them as separately also, but I recommend to have like everyone together and one person to be the main contact. So for to do that, we have couple of options on how to register or how to create your account with the Toronto Efun. So I'm going to I'm sharing my screen. So this is a browser. Go to any browser in any device that you would like, and then type Toronto Efun. So this is Google. It will list you out that first website as Toronto Efun. This is for the city of Toronto, it says, but it can also be like for the other cities that I mentioned earlier. So in this one, first these steps are given in here. Like first you need to have an account. That's what, like I was mentioning earlier, you need to have an account in order for you to register for any of the programs. So while during the process of like creating the account, you will be given a family number for your entire family and a client number for each of the persons that you enroll in your family, right? And here, as I was mentioning, there are two options to create your account. One is to create online, and the other option is to call the number. If I here is the number, I'm trying to zoom in and show you the number that you can call for registering using the helpline of Toronto Efun. The other way of doing is to create one online. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create accounts using online. Maybe I will just take you to the account screen and then show you all the details that you need to fill in. In case if you have any queries while creating this account, you can always call on that number and the helpline will help you to create the accounts. So now I have clicked on the option of creating accounts. Here it will ask for all the information, the client or family information, first name, last name and everything, residency information. So it is recommended to provide a address that is in one of these 5 locations. If you are out of that one, there will be questions raised, but still you can register to the programs. And this is the contact information, your phone number and email. You have to make sure that these are the proper ones. You cannot give any other random things, because all the communications will be done using this phone number and the email. So most of the communication that you will get through your email, or sometimes that they will try to reach you out, the corresponding community center, they will try to reach you out over the phone. So Here you will fill in all the details and then click on the create new, and it should take you to that next pages and ask for some more details. And after that, before you leave these websites or think that account creation is done, make sure that you have the client number as well as the family number. These two are very much important uh, on a registration day to go and register for any programs, because the client number and the family number are the ones you will be using as the credentials to log into the website on the registration day to register for the programs. So if you have any queries or any difficulties in creating this account, you can always call on that number. Again, I'm zooming here for your sake. You can call on this number and ask them to help you out. Even if it is you are in midway of creating the account also, they can try to retrieve the details. If those details are not retrieved, they can try to create from the scratch for you. So in case like once you if you already have an account and if you forgot the password, then you can always use the option here, or anytime you can call on the number and then ask for the help. Once you have done creation of your account, the next step is to choose your registered programs. So how or what is the better way to do is, before, we should be knowing, like if you go to any community center nearby, they can tell you what is the registration date for that location or for that community center. So if you are example, if you are in the North York and if you have visited one of the community centers in North York and they are given the date as April 2nd as the registration date, for example, then that April 2nd will be applicable to all the other locations in North York. So if you want to go to any other community center that falls under the vicinity of this North York, then registration date for those centers also will be on the same date. Similarly, for other locations as well, like Scarborough, East York, Etobicoke, and Toronto as well. So most important thing is you need to find what is the registration, when is the registration date. Usually they can provide that information also in the website if you browse through. Let me see if I can find that here. Oh, I don't see that information here, but still, like, you can try to find out what is the date. And next, once you have identified the date, start your homework before the registration date, not on the day of registration. The homework, what I mean is to find out what programs you would like to register, list them out, or like write in a separate piece of paper, and then write out all the details, like you will be having a code for each program, what's the program name, and where is the location, which day it is, and which day means which weekday or that weekend it is, or when is the start date of that one, and when is the program end date. Usually the program runs for 7 to 9 weeks, depending on the program and the community center and the location and other factors as well, but usually it goes for 8 to 9 weeks. So some programs might be short, or some programs might be a one day special event programs. So it's all depending on what program it is and which location it is. Some community centers, they don't offer all 9 weeks programs. They offer like 6 weeks programs, 7 week programs. And also like which age group also, it depends, like what age group you are registering for the activity, that also depends on that. So now we are moving now to the choose your registered programs. So how to choose your registered programs? So before you choose the programs, you should always have in mind what programs you are interested to. There are many number of programs, and I'm sure that not everyone can make it to every program. So you need to choose what best suits you. So for me, it says, suppose like I'm very much into sports, so I will be looking at like adult programs in sports. So in those sports, I will check for like what activities are there in that sports. So I'll try to register myself for badminton, I'll try to register myself for volleyball, soccer, or such kind of basketball, such kind of sports. So that's what, like it all depends on your interest, like what is your interest. Some people might be interested in drawing, they can go for that drawing classes. Some people might be interested in cooking, they can go. Or someone like wants to have their kids in enrolled. So you need to see like which programs you can enroll your kids based on their school and other schedules and everything. So then you can take them to that one. You can take them to like swimming, or otherwise like cooking, drawing, drama. Many activities are there. All these activities are grouped based on the age group, also on the activity type. So many activities are grouped into one. Like as I was mentioning earlier, I'm very much into the sports, so I will go to the sports category, and then browse for the sports other programs that are there for community centers. And the other part is like which community center is close to you, or which community center is offering a better program, and which community center is offering the programs for free and for paid. So there are only few community centers in each of these regions which offer free programs. Most of the community centers offer paid programs, and they are not very much expensive when you compare that one to the other paid facilities, but relatively those are good. Now let's go to that registered programs. How to choose your registered programs? So I'm trying to zoom in the website or the link that you can use it to find out the programs. This torontos.ca/fun guide, if you click on that link, it will take you to the link where it says the program search. So this is what I was earlier mentioning, the what are the locations. We can see all the locations. I'm just trying to, just a sec. So in these locations, if you click on that, I think I need to change my view here. So I just changed my view here so that we can see the locations better. Okay. So as I was mentioning here, this districts. So when you click on the districts, it will show you in the list of like what all the districts it is. Etobicoke, York, North York, Scarborough, Toronto, and East York. These are all the districts, and the locations is nothing but the community center. So once you select the district, Scarborough, and then you can check for the locations in that community center. It will give you all the locations. Say suppose I'm trying to find out a location called Centennial. So here it will show all the locations that qualifies with the keyword that you have given, and I'm trying to register for Centennial Recreation Center. Again, it will show the districts. You can again show that Scarborough, and then you can select the age group. Say suppose I want to register for myself, so the age group I will be giving here, it is like say suppose 30. So age group is 30. Then here, as I was mentioning here, it will list out all the programs that will come for this age group in this location and this district. These are all the filters. I hope like you are all familiar with the word like filters. These are all the filters. So I have given here like earlier I have given location. Now I have removed that location and given the district as Scarborough and age as 30. So in this, what it does is it tries to find out all the programs that are suitable for this age group and in that district. So here it has like adapted aquatics. When I go and view on that one, it will give me the details of that, what that program it is, and it also gives that location. Here how to read is in this one is the barcode is very much important. You have to make a note of it. I recommend to have them noted in a separate piece of paper, which you will be using on the day of registration. So, and next it shows that age group, as you have selected 30, so it has given that programs that are qualifying for that age. This program, the age that is qualified is 17 plus. So anyone who is 17 plus can register for this program. And the time, so time is 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. days, Monday. And program date, program runs from Jan 9th 2023 to March 6th 2023. It says the program has started because this is an old program that I searched for, so it says our program is already started. And the location, Birchmount Community Center. So though I'm interested to find out the programs that are in the Centennial, which is close to me, but still like I have given the district as Scarborough. That's why it is trying to list me out all the other community centers as well in Scarborough. Now this is the program. Here if you want to view more details about the program, you can view, and it will take you to the next screen where it shows details of the program with the description of it. You can read that description and see whether it suits you or not. So yes, so it also shows like how many spots are available in that one, and if the spots are not available and if you try to register still, it will take you to the waiting list. How the waiting list works and everything, I'm not completely sure, but the community center people, they will try to call you if the spot is open up and your waiting list and your number turns come like next. If it is your number next, then they will try to give you a call to you and then try to enroll for that one if you are still interested in that. I'm going back to here. Here, say suppose this is one of my programs that I would like to register. If you see this little heart symbol with the green heart in there, next to it is my wish list. So this is very helpful if you want to make a list of all the programs that you are interested in, so that on that day of registration you can just open this wish list and then find the program codes and then enter it. Why I am saying you need to make a note of these things in a separate piece of paper and keep it handy is the registration, when it opens up, it usually opens up at 7 a.m. on that particular day which they have given on that date. So when you open at 7 a.m., it might not work for you because all over these 5 districts, all the people will try to register, and the server or the systems at their end might not be able to support and make everybody log in and register, because it is first come and first serve basis. All the programs are registered. So if you waste your time in finding out the code on that day of registration, you will never going to get any program registered. So when the programs open up for registration at 7 a.m., they will get filled up soon, uh, maybe 5 minutes, and if you are lucky you can even get a spot after 10 minutes. So try to make a note of all the programs, and this little tool is very much helpful if you want to have that list, like rather than finding one program and writing on a paper, you can add this one to the wish list. That wish list you can finally, once you are done with all the programs, once you have searched all the programs and made a list of like all the programs that you want to register in, you can either take a print of it or you can again make a copy of it in another paper. So say suppose this is one of the program in which I am interested to register. So what I have to do is I have to come scroll down, and next to the view program, this little heart button, I just have to click. So when you click on that one, it takes you to the next one showing that this program, though means just ignore the message saying that program has started, because this is all past programs I'm trying to view just for this video sake. But it says that it has been added to that one, and above are the options. You can download or convert that one into PDF or into an Excel, so that you can get all that list it in one place. So now I will go back, and it says that you have not added any programs to your wish list, because I'm just trying to demonstrate here. In that way, this is one program. Say suppose if I want to go to, as I was mentioning earlier, I'm interested in sports, so I would like to register myself in sports somewhere. You can just scroll down and see here. If you see the basketball, and when I click, it shows me it shows me all the programs near me or in Scarborough that have this basketball program with them. This is one of the program. It also have the same details: barcode, time, days, program start and end dates, and the location. If there are multiple locations for the same program in the same district, then it will show in a list. You can just keep scrolling down and find out which community center is close to you and which has free. How to find out whether it is free or paid? Let's see. So say suppose this is one program and one location. If I view program, here you can see the fees in here. So it says that drop in. So this program is drop in on that day, particular day. If you just visit to the community center at that time when the program starts, you will be enrolled at that time with the community center. There will be staff in the community centers. They will try to enroll you and then let you use that program for that time. And next time if you want to go, you have to again walk in or this drop in and then enroll yourself with the staff there. And here if you can see that fees is 0 for both resident and non-resident. So resident is your status of resident in Canada, and non-resident is also same thing. If you are non-resident for Canada, then you will be having some fees. So some programs it might be like for residents it is no fee, and for non-residents there is fee. Or it can be like for both residents or non-residents there is fee, but there will be a gap of dollars in each resident and non-resident. For non-residents, say suppose if it is $50, for non-residents it can be like $70 or $80. So that difference will be there between residents and non-resident. If it is free, then they will mention as there is no fee for that one, and it will be showing as $0. So that's how like you can find out. Let me show you another program where it can have. Let's see in the here. I'm sure this also should be free. Yeah, this is also free. I can show you another program in another category which have that fees details. Let me take you to there. So aquatics, basketball, Looks like my filter has, okay, it's still there. Okay, no problem. So say suppose this Adult Swim, in this one, if you see here, you can see the fees in here. As I was mentioning, for residents it is $91, and for non-residents it is $141. So it's all your decisions to make it up while registering, whether you are still interested to go there. And I don't think that there will be any change in the way they teach, or like the way they conduct the program, even though there is a fees or no fees for that specific community center. But it is up to each and every individual on what is their interest and how they can register for that one. So this is how you register for you find the programs. So if you ask me, like I'll make an Excel sheet with different columns of like this barcode, age, sorry, age is not required for barcode. Yeah, if it is like if you are registering for multiple programs for different family persons of different age groups, then yes, I will say that okay, make another column with age, and next column will be like on which day of the week it is, and next column you can make it as time, and next column it is like community center, and the next column it can be like start and end dates. You don't have to take that into consideration whether it is paid or this one, because once you have registered, during the time of registration itself you have to pay the fees if it is a paid service, paid facility. Now let us go back to the main menu. Of like choosing your register program. So here you have already chosen your registered programs and made a list. And also next what they say is uh, you have to be ready, like this is for the registration date, on that day of registration. So if you have fees to make, like you already listed of the programs, and few of the programs might require some like fees to pay. So at that time, rather than finding for that credit card or debit card at that time, you have to keep it ready, or better you keep them ready, excuse me, for you to pay on that time. So as I was mentioning, the spots will be gone within seconds sometimes, and within minutes. So it is always better to be prepared to register quickly, so that you can secure the spot. So these are all the tips for registrations and reservations and registrations online. So you can always have that uh, uh, you can always read these things, and most of the information I shared, you can also keep them in mind. So yep, now let us see how you can register on that day. I may not be able to show you of like how you can actually register, but I can take you to that screen where it will ask you for the registrations. So for that one, again, let's find that code which we are looking to register. Okay, and then age. So now again I got that one. Say suppose this is the barcode, and the barcode for the program, this Adult Swim one, which I would like to register. So I will make a note of this barcode 4193517. Now I will go for the registration. Here 4193517. So when I search for this program, Or otherwise we can say that, okay, I could not find with the barcode, now I can browse the programs here. So here also I can browse for all the programs. So what program I am trying to find out is for sports. In the sports, for adult, and it is listing out all the things. And in here say suppose it is basketball, and these are the programs, and I'm going to register for this program. It shows all the details. And when you can register for this program, here you are seeing the note, this course is not presently available for internet registration. When it is open, when the on the registration day, when it opens up for registration, it will have a button here, add. That when you click on that button, it will route you to the next page where you will be entering the credentials, your family number and also your client number, so that you can actually log in into the Toronto Efun into your account, and then add that one, add that corresponding program that you would like to yourself. If there is a fee applicable, it will route you to the next pages to pay the fee and close the transaction. So I won't be able to take you to those screens at this time because it is very time bound during the time registration, and I don't think like I can make a video during at that time as well. So maybe like as I was just trying to guide you, exactly at this position where that note is there on the blue font, so at that position you will see a add button. When you click on that add, it will again take you to that next details and show that if it is only one family member you have created with the family details, then it will list out only one in the drop down. If you have multiple family members, it will ask you to select which family member you are trying to register. Say suppose this program you have added your kids and your spouse, kids and parents, everyone into one family, each one have different client number, and you are trying to register yourself or you are trying to enroll yourself for the kids program, then it will says that this is not allowed. The system have such kind of restrictions or checks from their side, where they will check for that, like whether the corresponding age and the age defined for that program, does that match or not. If that doesn't match, then you won't be allowed to register for the program. In case if you don't see that add button and if you see the waitlist button, it means the available spots or slots for that program have all been filled up, but they are still accepting the waitlist. Why do they accept waitlist? It's the same thing, same concept of waitlist. In case someone drops out among those who have registered, you will get your spot to participate in that program. So that way it will be like. So once you have added your program, you can always check what programs have been added to your account by logging in. Here if you see at the right hand side top corner, you can see the button login. When you click on login, it will take you to the detail page where it will ask you to enter the client number as well as the family number. So that client number is kind of ID that you enter, and the family number is password. So it won't be visible when you enter like a password, but the client number will be visible. With whomever ID you register, you and log into this account, you can still try to register for any family member once you logged in. So on that day of registration, don't worry about like if this program you have to log in with this client number only. You don't have to worry. Only after you click on add of the program, there will be a drop down list to mention which client you want to have this program enrolled. make sure that you are giving the right client at that time. Otherwise, it won't create any issues. On that day of registration, the first major thing is to get logged in. Once you have logged in, don't log out again until you have completed all the registrations for all the programs that you have listed out, because you might not be able to log in again once you log out, because of the competition, and many other users also will try to log in at the same time. You might not get your turn again to log in again and register for program. So I suggest, once you have logged in, if you are lucky enough to log in before within 1 or 2 minutes, very good, just go with that one, and then try to enroll all the programs. After you logged in also, the page appears to be the same, like this. Only difference is here, instead of login, it will not show login here, it will show my account. At the exactly at the place of login, it will show you my account. So if you see that, then it means that you have already logged in. Then try to go and enter the program numbers here with the barcode number. You won't be able to search for the programs like this, okay, this program and all. You won't be able to search, you won't be having that much time. So if you have already made a note of all the program numbers with the barcodes, enter the program barcode here, and then just try to click on just try to enter the details, and then add the programs. Make sure that you are completing the transaction before you register for another program. If you have not clicked on the complete button, then it seems that, or very likely possible that, you have not registered for the program successfully. Sometimes it might happen because in a rush of like registering for many programs, you might just come out of that one without completing it. But if you do that, you will lose your spot, and you might not be able to you might have not registered for that program successfully. So try to register completely for one program before you moving out to another program. So this is this is much of like how to register for the programs and how to go with that one. If any queries, or if you have any other questions, just leave a comment. I will try to get back and clarify your query. And if I'm not, then always like you can call on that helpline number of Toronto Efun. They will try to help you out of any issue that you are facing. Only thing is like they cannot enroll you or register yourself on that day of registration. You have to do it yourself, either by looking at the online here, or another option of registration is you can always walk out to the nearest community center to register any programs in that community center, provided if the slots are still available. They also open at 7 a.m. usually. Just before you walk into that one, a day before or before that, it is better you always go and check with the community center or speak to the staff, so that they can share you more information on how this Efun works. I hope like you have got much information on this Efun with this video. And if there are any queries, just leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you. Thank you.